Hi, I'm going to make a quick video for my Year 8 Langdon Park School students and their parents to look at this unit on the poetry of William Blake, Walt Whitman, W.B. Yeats, and Emily Dickinson. And the question this unit's looking to answer is, how does a poet's style influence meaning? In the Google Classroom, you'll get the booklet, you'll get PowerPoints, and now I want to give you just an overview of what it is that we're actually doing in the unit, okay? So the main thing that we're doing in the unit is that I want you to read as many poems as you can. I want you to read as many by these poets, and generally that you can. I want you to learn about these four poets: Walt Whitman, William Blake, Emily Dickinson, and William Butler Yeats. I want you to learn as much as you can about them. I want you to read as much as you can. That's why it says read, read, read. I want you to learn to annotate. I want you to learn to write on the poems themselves. I want you to learn to respond to poems in your own writing. I think, I feel, I wonder, and to talk about your confusions, to talk about what you think's going on in the poem, what you feel is happening. I want you to learn to then substantiate your feelings and thoughts with actual evidence and quotations from the poem. I want you to move to creative responses, which is using the poem to initiate your own poetry or to turn the poems into your own creative prose writing, something where you take the language and the ideas and the imagery of the poem and make your own materials from it. And if you are ready to, and no, actually what I also would like you to do is go to the Poetry by Heart website and to go fish around and look at other poets and other poetry and find poems that you like and to learn and memorize at least one poem. If you'd like stretch and support with this unit, I did a few years ago teach the poetry of William Blake to Year 13s, and you see William Blake can be taught throughout the year groups in primary school, in Key Stage 3, Key Stage 4, and Key Stage 5, and university, and throughout. If you'd like to learn more about William Blake, I have a series of videos on YouTube that go into a lot of detail about his work, and if you'd like to stretch and do that, you can contact me via email. So with every unit, there'll be an overview of the poet. There'll be poems for you to read and work on, and what I'd like you to be doing is read, 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 annotate, respond in journal form, I feel, respond using evidence, and then creative responses. The next thing I want you to do for yourself is to go to the Poetry by Heart website. I really want to emphasize that, especially in this lockdown, it's really important that you learn that school is about teaching yourself, and that I'd like you to find your own poems, songs, raps, something that means something to you, and you can explore this website. And you can explore the timeline, and you can flip at random and read here and there, no pressure, and find a poem that means something to you, that speaks to you, and learn how to memorize it. And the way you're going to do that is by going to the Learning Zone and finding out some tools to get it into your memory, to learn to memorize a poem. And that's really what I'm hoping that you can do on your own. I've also uploaded a learning pack. And I really want to emphasize there's a lot of materials there, and it's not about doing everything on every single page. These are just materials to help you, inspire you, support you with your English learning. Just pick and choose. So you'll get writing tasks that are free writing, like if I ruled the school and just write about what would it be like. You'll also get reading from famous modern novelists like Alex Wheatle, and just passages to keep stimulating you, to keep thinking about stuff that you can do to keep your mind active in English. And you could do that with your parents. You can print that off. If you have trouble printing, you can contact the school and we can print some of those things for you. So again, what do I want you to have as your outcome to this unit? I want you to stop being afraid of poetry. That's my number one thing. I want you to at least have read 30 poems in the next month. I want you to learn to trust yourself and figure out how you read a poem. And the only way you can do that is by reading and following the skills and units as outlined in the booklet and in the lessons. I want you to learn to annotate and respond to a poem. I want you to be able to tell me something about these four poets specifically and about the style that they have and the way that they create meaning. I'd like you to respond to every single poem you read in some way. I'd like you to have creative responses to at least 5 of the poems. And I would like you to pick at least one poem and be able to memorize it and perform it. And if it's possible, I want you to learn to, and it is possible, by the way, learn to enjoy and find meaning in poetry. So this is just an overview of what I hope that I would like you to get out of this unit. I'm going to upload this video and this PowerPoint to the Google Classroom. I hope that you're all on Google Classroom. And if you're having any issues, you can email me. And I hope to hear from you soon. Be safe.